Hey everybody, it's Stuart from Fork in the Road 2025, coming to you tonight with a cooking video. We are cooking Huli Huli Chicken tonight. This is it right here. This is the setup. There's the chicken. These are the ingredients for the marinade and the glaze and the pineapple and the sweet potatoes we're going to be serving with it. It's going to be a great dish, guys. Straight from Maui, straight with ohana. We're going to start by making the marinade for the chicken. We're going to start with crushed pineapple. All the exact measurements are going to be in the recipe down below in the video. Anyway, we're starting with the crushed pineapple. And now we're going to add in our ketchup. Very nice. Once the ketchup's in, we are going to add some low sodium soy sauce. Low sodium for me has a better flavor than the full sodium. That's what I use. You could use what you would like. Touch of sesame oil. Just a schnizzle for my nizzle on this. A little bit of sesame oil goes a long way. It's going to give it a nice umami background flavor. Brown sugar is going to add some sweetness, and it's going to help the chicken caramelize on the smoker. And next, we're going to start adding our aromatics, our ginger, garlic, and scallions. Start with the ginger. I'm going to give that a little peel. And then a very fine mince on the ginger. You don't want to be eating anything and bite into a raw piece of ginger. It's no bueno, as they say. So we're going to do a nice mince on the ginger. Get that into the marinade. Beautiful. And now we're going to move on to our garlic. Same thing, nice small mince on the garlic. We'll get it right into that sauce. Like I said, all the exact measurements will be in the recipe down below. Don't you worry, I got you. All right, the garlic is going in. Next, we're going to work on our scallions. We're just going to do a little small slice, small sliver. We're not going to chop it up. We're just going to slice it nice and thin. And then that's going to go into the marinade. There we go. We're using the whites and the greens. Sometimes I use one or the other. Recipe like this doesn't really matter. We use them both. All right, now we're going to give it a little whiskey whisk. Get everything incorporated. And that is going to be our marinade. We're going to marinate the chicken in it for a few hours. Preferably overnight if you have the time. And we're going to reserve some that we're going to use to baste on the chicken as it's cooking. All right, so that's all whisked up nice. Next, we're going to get our chicken into a gallon Ziploc bag. These are our leg quarters. I got 4 of them. And we're just going to put them into a nice 1 gallon Ziploc bag. They fit fine. And we're going to pour about half of that marinade right in there with the chicken. And once we get it in there, we're going to zip the bag up, make sure it's sealed tight, and just kind of shake it around, massage it in. They call this in Hawaii Lomi Lomi, massaging it in. There's a dish called Lomi Lomi salmon, and that's what it means. They massage the spices into the salmon. So I'm Lomi Lomiing the chicken. And I'm going to get that in the refrigerator, and now we're going to work on our pineapple. We're just going to peel the pineapple, take the top and the bottom off, peel down the sides. You want to make sure with pineapple you get all those eyes out. Those eyes are what kind of give you that weird feeling on your tongue if you leave too many of them in. So we're going to peel that down, and then after we get it peeled down, we're going to slice it into, about a half inch rings. Get about 8 or 9 of them out of each pineapple. All right, you see now we got the pineapple peeled and we are slicing it into 1/2 inch rings. Beautiful. And this is a little trick. I'm going to add a little brown sugar to the pineapple and massage it in as well, both sides. And that is going to actually help the pineapple caramelize on the grill also. We want the pineapple to do on the grill. We want it to char up. People don't understand that char is flavor, not burnt, the char. So the brown sugar is going to, when it hits that grill, it's going to help that pineapple caramelize up. So you see I'm flipping it over. I'm going to do the other side as well. And I'm going to put this in a bag, put that in the refrigerator as well. And when I come back tonight, we'll get the Pit Boss set up. And we'll get the chicken cooking and then the pineapple charring. All right, now I'm back. We got the chicken out of the bag. I'm going to pat off some of that marinade. Dry it up a little bit before we put it on the grill. Beautiful. And now we're going to go outside. I got the sweet potatoes already wrapped in foil on there. They're going to just roast along as the chicken and the pineapple are cooking. So we're going to start off. We're going to get our leg quarters on the Pit Boss. The Pit Boss is set to 250 right now. I let it go for about the first 30-35 minutes at 250. Then I started raising it to 300, then 350, and then towards the end I blasted it to 450. And that's when I charred up the chicken and then I charred up that pineapple. You'll see towards the end. You'll notice the temperature is higher. So the chicken's going. I got the probe thermometer in there. I'm monitoring that temperature. Poultry, you want to make sure you get to at least 165 Fahrenheit, so you don't give people the poopies. That's never fun. Thank God I never gave anybody the shits, as far as I know. All right, beautiful. Those two little legs on the side there, I put on for my. I'm gonna give it to my neighbor next door. I'm gonna hook him up with some Huli Huli also. So we got the chicken going. It's smoking. Very nice. And getting to the point where I'm gonna start cranking it up a little bit. Here we go. And as we're cranking it, now that it's cooked a little bit, we're going to start basting it with that sauce. That sauce is going to caramelize up. It's going to give it a nice glaze. It's going to give it flavor. Oh my God, guys. Sweet and spicy and salty and umami. You should smell what's going on over here. You should really be able to smell this. That's what they need to work on next. Smell-o-vision. Sweet potatoes are still roasting up nice. Very easy. Wrap them up, throw them on there, and by the time the chicken's done, those sweets will be ready as well. Keep turning the chicken and basting it. And now you see the chicken is getting a nice color to it. This is what we're looking for. Flip it again, and then we'll probably give it another baste with the sauce. You notice one of the sweet potatoes is missing. One of them was smaller, so got done early. So I pulled that one off. And that chicken is looking very, very je ne sais quoi at this point. Basting it with that sauce still. Very nice. All right, let's give it another flippity-doo. Look at the color on that chicken, guys. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that color. Color is flavor. Flavor is love. All right, let's get that last piece flippity-dooed. Nice. And look at that chicken, guys. Look at the color. I mean, you could just tell by looking at it. It's delicious. You don't even have to taste it to look at that and say to yourself, this chicken is going to be unbelievable. All right. So keep that glaze going. All right, now we got the chicken off the grill. I scraped it down. I blasted it up to like 450, and now we're going to get the pineapple on there. That brown sugar is going to char that pineapple up, but nice. All right. You can see the flame. I opened up the grates down below. Put those flames through now to get that pineapple charred up. All right, flip it over. You can see the marks already. Oh yeah, look at that char. Look at that char. All right, beautiful. This is looking delicious, guys. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry as I sit here doing this. And here we go for the final flip. Look at that pineapple, guys. Guys. I can't wait to dive into this. And now we're going to go back inside and we're going to plate up. Got my sweet potato cut up. We're going to plate that nicely. We are going to shingle on our charred pineapple right next to it. Look at the colors on that, guys, and the char. It is going to be the smoky and the sweet is going to be amazing. And now we're going to plate our chicken. I cut it into a thigh and a leg because this is more of a finger food. Look at the color on that, guys. Look at the color. Look at the glaze. I mean, you tell me that isn't that you can't even tell that's delicious just by looking at it. We're going to finish it off with a little bit of garnish of scallion. And there we have it, guys. Huli Huli Chicken. On the Pit Boss, straight from Maui, my friends. Doesn't get any better than this. This is what we call mahalo. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much. Aloha, everybody. Welcome back to Fork in the Road 2025. Here tonight, featuring my luau ke aloha, as we used to say. The Feast of Love. I made Huli Huli Chicken tonight. This is a dish I learned from a really, really great Hawaiian chef on Maui. And when I staged with him, I came back to Florida and opened up a restaurant in Lighthouse Point called Maui Grill. And we did a couple versions of this dish on the menu there. It's a great, great dish. It is inexpensive, great flavors. You'll see the ingredients, you'll see the recipe being made, you'll see the chicken being smoked outside, the pineapple being caramelized on the grill. I roasted the sweet potatoes out on the Pit Boss as well. But anyway, guys, this is an awesome dish. Poppy wants to try it. Let me give him a little quick piece. What do you think, Pops? You like? You like. But anyway, I'm going to try this out and see how it is. I mean, I don't really need to try it to know how it is, but let's give it a shot. Try the sweet potato first. Very nice. I love a sweet potato. A sweet potato, you really don't need to do anything to. You could bake it, roast it, smoke it, whatever you want to do. Doesn't really need butter, doesn't need anything. It's just great on its own. The pineapple. You saw in the video, I rubbed it with brown sugar, and that's what brings out all that caramelization on the grill. It's charred. It's supposed to be charred. That's where that flavor comes from. The smokiness from the char and the sweetness from the pineapple. I mean, there's really nothing better than that. It is really... You'll eat more in a second. Outstanding. Let's give the chicken a try. You saw the whole process. I marinated it for about 5-6 hours this morning, and then we smoked it out on the Pit Boss, and we glazed it as we were smoking it, little by little bastes. Let's try this chickie out. Oh my God. Guys, that is so good. It is so good. The soy and the garlic and the ginger and the brown sugar and the pineapple. It screams Hawaii. It screams aloha. Guys, try this recipe. Recipe is going to be down below. If you like the cooking content, please like the videos. Subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined. Ring the little bell so you'll get notified. But that's it, guys. Fork in the Road 2025. Another cooking video. I'm going to eat my dinner now. I'm going to say to you guys, mahalo. Peace.